Time for round 4, playing against Smashin, who we played in week 1 in one of our extra matches, and I'm feeling a little risky today. Decided to keep this one lander, mainly on the back that it has Pilgrim's Eye, so we just gotta hit running lands, and I'll be fine. We lost the roll, and we're on the draw as well. On the play, I'd probably mulligan, but on the draw, I would keep this hand. And okay. We are one land away from being able to cast this Pilgrim's Eye on time. Playing against Is It Over There? Complete disregard. Okay. Really need to hit. Hold out settlement. That's perfect. So here, we could probably just find a plains, just because it guarantees that we'll be able to get this Felidar Cub into play, and then any of these creatures being in play will allow our complete disregard to be castable. And now we can cast our entire hand if we hit any land drop. Touch of the Void. Okay. Classic scenario of, do we complete disregard or Touch of the Void here? I think you touch it. The complete disregard is a better card later, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Why would I complete disregard that one there? I don't know. I think that's worse. I think I should have cast Touch of the Void on it. Well, he plays a 4/4, so that's irrelevant. We do hit the land, so it looks like any of the blockers that I play, the 3/3s for 5, don't do anything, and they force me to take 4 damage, so I'm fine just casting Judgment, exiling his guy, and just forcing him to play another threat, which he does not play. And he does not deal with my 1/1 flyer in any way, so I'm just gonna slam some things. I figured he might have some removal, but it looks like he's got a 4/2 trample, but my 3/3 first strike can stop him from attacking, which is pretty good. So I'll attack into it, because I can play Seer's Lantern followed up with Comparative Analysis. I fit two of those cards, the Lantern and the Analysis, are cards that if I don't play them right away, I'm likely not going to be able to play them for a long time because I have tons of stuff to do in my hand. But they also enable me to play more spells later, and it also lets me hit a land drop this turn. So it means I have to take 4 damage this turn, but I'm totally fine with that because I have the Banisher and the Sheer Drop to deal with this thing, and the Felidar Cub, so this is interesting. He has no other play. Could have a counter spell. I have counter spells too, so I don't really care. Yeah, this might be the opponent, yeah, if I remember correctly from week 1. This is the opponent that had double Sweep Away. And I think this is a clear deprive turn. We get to immediately rebuy our Sandstone Bridge, which we just played this turn, which is kind of sweet. Get to hit him for 5, leave back our blocker for his guy, and then with 5 mana, play the Banisher and basically put him back a land drop and take out his 4/2 flyer. Like, that turn was just devastating. We played a removal spell, a creature, a counter spell. Like, we did everything that turn. So I think that was all enabled by the turn before. This time he has a Sweep Away, and it's going to resolve, and that's totally fine by me. We don't play the Sandstone Bridge because I suspected he could have had something like that. And he's got nothing. It's kind of a weird draw from him. Maybe he had like 5 and 6 drops in hand, but he just needed to play Sweep Away or something. I don't know. Alright, so I think I get to be on the draw again, which is again what I prefer. Here, his hand's great because of Prophetic Prism. And we even hit a land. 2 drop. He's got Umara Entangler. We're just going to play this Prism, or no, we'll play the Cub. We'll offer the trade if possible. We don't need the Prism quite yet. And yeah, see the Cubs save 2 points of damage already. He has a waste mana for his blinding drone. That's pretty good. We're getting to the point where we don't need any more lands. Teetering Pigs, tap my guy, hit me for 4. Okay. That's a reasonable play. Sheer Drop on the blinding drone is available this turn, but I also have Courier Griffin as an available play. I figure he'll make similar plays, and I'll hopefully be able to sheer drop this blinding drone in maybe 2 turns. So here I just snap trade. He might have an enchantment that he's trying to free up here, but I can't think of too many great ones in blue-red. And he plays an 0-4 that has fire breathing. Card's decent, but it just costs so much mana. So now that we have 5 mana, I will attack in the air and play a 3-3. This play, the turn before, I left both creatures back, and he tapped a 2-3 and then traded 2 2s into 1. This turn I attack because I want to incentivize him to tap my blocker and then attack. Since so far he can only make his guy a 3-4. He immediately plays a mountain, so now I can make a 4-4, so I can't block anyway. So he really... It's just a pretty big misplay here. Because it opens up his blinding drone to sheer drop. He just has no reason to tap my guy if he plans on attacking, which apparently he does. And he hits me for 3 and then has a 2-drop to follow up in Zada's Commando. So now I draw Sandstone Bridge, but I don't really want to play it because I just want a sheer drop while I have the opportunity to kill this blinding drone. So I'm just going to kill this blinding drone. And then I can bash with my 3 power guy. I can't block this Molten Ravager anyway with either of the Griffin or the Battle Herda. So that's coming at me, and both of these creatures block this 2-1 just fine, so I might as well get in for 3 damage instead of 2. Because the evasion wasn't relevant, so... Looks like I'm taking some damage. I'll take 3 again. And he's got a Benthic Infiltrator. That's fine. Here, the play is Judgment, the Benthic Infiltrator. That allows both of my 3/3s to get in. This thing is not a relevant blocker. I can also play Sandstone Bridge to keep my first striker back in case he draws Zendikar's the 4-2 trample thing. So this turn is going to be really good for me. I'm basically at 4, 5, 6, 7. I basically hit him for 9, and I leave back a blocker. And he does have Crusher of Zendikar, and he debates attacking. He does a little dance, and decides he can't attack, which is a good play by me to put the Sandstone Bridge on that creature. Here I can just bash him in the air, leave back my blockers, and play a lethal flyer, and holding up Royal Mage's Trick for the full 4 mana with Prophetic Prism, so he can't make an attack here that is anything relevant, and he concedes. So that is game.